Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brett. In my hands is one of this week's releases. It's Maker Comics' Build a Robot. Pretty cool graphic novel, if you ask me. It's from First Second. Kind of a cool line of graphic novels. First Second does a lot of really interesting stuff like this. So this is by Colleen and Felicity Venable, and then Kathryn Hudson are the creators behind this. Written by Colleen with art by Kathryn. And so Maker Comics is a little bit, it's interesting, is like there's science comics that they put out where they kind of educate you. There's history comics, another educate you as well. Maker Comics is more about doing. It is almost like a how-to full of projects, but in comic form, and I think that's really, really neat. Now, you know, I don't have the materials around to go and try the projects that are in this graphic novel, so I cannot comment on those, but I think it's really, really interesting. It's takes you through kind of like what it is to build a robot. What does it mean to be a robot, and what does it take? And you're taken through this journey with a whole bunch of different projects to do to create your own robots, and it tells you the materials to get, the steps to go through to actually create these robots. It's really cool like that. It's a different way of doing, like, you know, the project boxes, and, you know, as a parent, like, if I had a kid that was old enough to do this, I would be all about it. I think this is it's a really cool way for kids to learn. I think the projects don't seem that hard. Like, I mean, there's some that are more difficult than others, but, you know, these are things that I think a lot of kids can do themselves. Like, the first one is a Toothbrush Robot. It's a brushbot army. So you need items like a cheap vibrating toothbrush, a wireless toothbrush, tape, scissors, 3-volt coin cell battery, some double-sided phone tape, needle nose pliers, wire strippers. So, like, the wire strippers might be the most difficult things for kids to do. But, you know, it takes you through kind of like step-by-step of how to put together this brush robot. And then it kind of like bounces around and stuff like that. So there's a whole bunch of different projects like that throughout the graphic novel, and I think it's a really cool concept. I don't remember how many there were, but they seem to get the increase in difficulty the further you go along. So obviously you can learn as you do. But I think it's a really neat thing. Like, I, as a parent, I'm always trying to think of ways to, like, teach my kid, keep them engaged, and have her to learn at the same time. Like, you know, you just want to get toys all the time. You maybe want them to do some projects that could be fun. And I know there's, like, a lot of stuff out there that are, like, you know, projects in a box type of stuff. Well, this is kind of a different take on that. You know, similar concept. There's a whole bunch of projects within. You obviously have to still get the material that's listed in there, but, you know, it's a different how-to guide, and there's a whole bunch of projects in here. So for, you know, the $12.99, you're getting, I think there's like 6 projects or so. There's a bunch. It feels like there's a good amount. And you or your kids and or your kid can go through and do it. And I just, it's fun. Like, it just seems like a really, really fun thing. I kind of wish I had some of the materials to go and do that. The art is you know, it's easy on the eyes. It walks you through stuff. I think it's pretty easy to understand. They get some cool things like histories of robots, different uses of robots. So that's the Brush Army. We've got what's the other one? We have the Art Bot is the next one. I kind of vaguely remember this from somewhere else, but, you know, it's a robot, and you put the markers on, and it, like, makes squiggly lines and stuff like that. And, you know, here's kind of the instructions that you get to do this stuff. So it's kind of cool. You know, I really like this concept. I think this is a great series of graphic novels and a great way to teach kids and kind of entertain them at the same time. So yeah, like, I fully endorse this. As a parent, this is something like I would like to give to my kid so that they can learn. And I myself learned a bit while reading this as well. So First Second nails it again. I think they've got some fantastic lines, really educational stuff that entertains at the same time. Go check them out, not just Maker Comics, but there's other lines they have as well. So as always, if you want your own copy, this is out this week. You can go get it. We've got a link beneath this video. Put in your zip code. It'll tell the shops near you. No shop, no problem. We'll have some affiliate links as well. They are affiliate links. So we'll get a small percentage of that. By doing that, you'll support our site. And speaking of support, I want to thank First Second for hooking us up with the review copy. Appreciate that, and thank you for watching. Now, if you're into graphic novels, if you're into comics, you want to learn more of educational, cool comics like this for kids, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. So until next time, keep reading those comics, and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.